Last time on Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney.
The diva's lying. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots? As if.
We know she missed the words. The mixing board proved it.
Oh yeah? There was a mistake. But blaming it on gunshots is just a lame excuse.
There were gunshot-like sounds that emanated from that room during the third set. What we must determine is whether those sounds were actually gunshots.
Some things were found at the crime scene. The first was this small device, and
Something like a firecracker.
those gunshot-like sounds could have been two firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control.
So you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off? Right when the two witnesses came walking by?
I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself, and I saw something odd there just before the third set. A headset. What if that headset wasn't dropped but placed? And what if it was turned on, just like Sarah had so adroitly suggested?
Adroitly?
Adroitly.
Adroitly?
These aren't the adroitlies you're looking for.
Oh my god, Sarah.
You've raised the possibility that the shots heard during the third set were faked, and now you need to prove the other half of the case.
It can be proven in Lamiroir's song. This device was used to record the performance part by part. According to Lamiroir's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to her song. Listen closely to this part. This is the track with Lamiroir's vocals.
I believe a case has been made. Detective Crescend, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it.
Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on a tape, and you have an alleged guitar cue miss due to a .45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin. I really do.
So, he's using this motive question as ammunition, huh? Well, I've got evidence. Detective Crescend, this is a replica of a cocoon.
Surely this has nothing to do with a motive for killing Mr. Latouche.
It is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out of Borginia.
The victim, Romain Latouche, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescend, you insist on referring to him as a manager, but that is misleading. Romain Latouche wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent.
So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country? That what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder.
Hello and welcome to another episode of
What?
Another episode of
I don't know that
another
game.
episode of another
Apollo.
another episode of Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney,
Well, I think that's the earliest we've had a camera shake.
where we play the games that we're Dissolution plays. We play the games
Jesus
and we
Christ,
Pete! You put me off a little bit with following on from the
There's a
me
big old dab on the bingo board for Flawed intro
don't
right
know
there,
what-
ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is the most perfect intro that
Perfection.
ever happened.
Perfection.
It's obviously perfect.
intro ever.
Hey, don't do that. Let's not have that.
Let's not add him there.
Let's
We don't
not
want
have
him
that.
here.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Dissolution Plays Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney, where we play the games and do the voices most of the time. I'm Pete.
Sarah's dying.
I know why Sarah's dying.
And I'm Taylor.
Sarah's dying because she's thinking of, if any of you have ever seen Dank Pods, then he will, whenever he has to put a battery in something, he'll go like, oh, look, it's the gotta put the nice little in there. Oh no, my puck cell.
Oh, my puck cells. Don't panic, boys, right? It's just an angry bean.
And various others. And various other similar quotes.
God, my ribs.
If you haven't seen Dank Pods, not sponsored by the way,
Please
you should
do.
check out their channel. It's great fun. It's the guy with the big green iPad. You'll recognize it if you
And he
see
looks
it.
The nuggets.
And oh, it's a nugget.
It's a
It's a nugget.
It's
And
a
he-
nugget
and
from
Frank.
Cashies.
He might also be Australian. I don't know. Anyway,
He's Australian.
yeah, I know.
And he's got a snake called Frank.
He's got a snake
Franklin.
called Franklin. She is
she.
a lovely snake.
Yeah, she.
Anyway, We should probably do the stuff that we do.
I don't think I can.
So I'm just gonna go.
On the other hand, it is nice to hear Sarah laugh.
It's also, just for a little bit of context, by the way. So we, due to timing constraints, we've had to record our episodes in a slightly different order to usual. So we've just recorded some Danganronpa before this. We actually are a little behind with our usual buffer, so we had to record.
Wrecked.
So we had to record a couple, and you know, some of the characters in there go like, a little bit like this, and so the voices may be a little. Well, I mean, we'll see how it goes.
Just how well known are these cocoons?
He just.
Let's just brush over that part.
Yes.
I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I've never heard of them.
Well, Lamiroir knew about them,
Apollo?
though not their use.
Apollo, what happened to
My
your
report
voice?
indicates that there are ongoing efforts to control information about the cocoons.
Clavier as well.
Most people only know they're illegal to export, that's all.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm feeling left out.
Apollo. What happened to your voice?
What happened to it? Sarah, sorry. That's reminding me of the. What about the family business?
What?
No one said that the thing is. Oh my god, this episode. When she did the thing with Trucy way back when she was
What
like.
about the family business?
I love.
Laugh at my own joke. Oh my god.
I love that little bit so much. Just she's like, oh, I'm really cheerful and happy. She's like, what about the family business? It's like so cute. Oh, this is going on too long. Sorry, I know you
That's
all
what
want
my
to-
ex-wife said.
I know you all want. I bet.
It's all right.
Well,
Everyone's
for
heard
God's
me.
sake, it's taken so long. Have you started yet?
Oh well.
That's what everyone's saying now.
Everyone can have the pleasure of me snorting loudly down the microphone, laughing. I'm sorry.
Sarah.
I think
Do
if
not
there's-
apologize for your laugh, dear lady, for it is music in an otherwise bleak world.
I don't think I want to hear me snorting like a pig down the microphone.
You don't sound like a pig.
Why did you have to do that? Why did you have to make it suddenly like mean?
Because that's how I roll, baby.
Well, stop rolling that way. Don't be so mean.
Then I have nothing to be embarrassed about after all.
You could say people like me, who know nothing about them, are a minority, yeah.
Who know about them are a minority.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, this is going so well.
I don't get how you insert the words from nothing.
Because I don't know. I don't know.
Because maybe he's been working hard at his brain scrambled
Maybe.
this week.
Have you considered, sir, that I can't read? Why don't you shove that up your ass?
Gavel.
I'll let arse off. Arse can go.
Arse isn't a swear word.
Arsey, arsey, arse.
Arse. It might get us demonetized if we say it too much. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Boff.
Well, we're well past the 1 minute mark, so I think we're okay.
Anyway. Okay, let's try and pull the train back on. So let me. Oh, Taylor, are you laughing at pulling a train?
No, just the. I was gonna make a joke about it would take I couldn't remember the name of the strong man, but like the strong man in America to pull that train back on the tracks.
See, I immediately was going to say Sabin, but that he'd be suplexing a train.
Sabin suplexes trains, not pulls them.
No.
Anyway, you could say people like me who know about them are a minority, yeah. But that includes everyone in international affairs, man. And everyone in Interpol, too, for that matter, yeah.
Okay, I've forgotten what we were doing. Hold it!
What's new?
So, there are other Interpol agents like Mr. Latouche?
No, there's just the one, Apollo. Interpol's one guy.
There's now 0.
All over the world, likely. Deep undercover, most of them. That's why these cocoons are too hot for the black market. You don't want Interpol sniffing through your wares.
Sniffing through your what?
Wears.
Oh.
Not underwear. Not Unterpanzi at the Wunderbar.
Oh, God. I thought my underpants were like an international mystery by now.
Oh, jeez.
Everyone's been through them.
Stop talking about your magic party so much, for God's sake!
Most came to the conclusion that that's because I read the end of the
Yeah.
sentence. But I read the sentence backwards like some sort of idiot. Hold it! Dangerous?
This is going
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Interpol finds you, they arrest you on the spot. Or another. Is there something wrong in the gallery over there? Can you shut the F up?
No, just keep going, Daryan.
Or another marketeer might think you're part of a sting and take you out himself. Times have changed. I really can't.
I'm sorry, just the delivery. I just read it backwards like some kind of idiot.
Well, I mean, I also want to put out there that I appreciate people who read right to left because it's part of their language aren't idiots, but you don't read English right to left.
anymore.
Hold
Lucrative.
it!
Whoa.
But wouldn't scarcity drive up prices?
No, darling, I think.
Did I read it wrong? What? What have I
No,
done?
go back. You meant to say prices up drive scarcity, wouldn't it? But
So do I.
you nearly did it.
I nearly
There
did-
was nearly one.
Oh, what a freaking year this day has been.
I've got spit on
Yeah.
my monitor from laughing so hard.
That's your
Yeah,
fault. You should be
man.
so revolting. Yeah, and attention. Every gangster and his brother would want a piece of that action. They'd turn your forehead into Swiss cheese before you could say, objection!
Maybe we could get them to cut his hair, too.
Whoa.
Who's on trial here again?
No, serious. Who's on trial here again?
Oh, sorry. Who's on trial here again?
Man, you so obviously know nothing about the market. And that's a bad thing?
Okay, I think I've remembered what we need to do.
Excuse me. Don't even try to mess with me about this stuff.
Yeah, they say like it's harder to sell them on the black market. So I'm just wondering if we need to
Oh,
prove
right,
there was a
right,
more
right.
legitimate way, which could be
but
the
no,
hospital.
why is it more lucrative? Because of the incuritis
This.
on the judge's thing.
Yeah.
Can't sell too dangerous. It's not
So yeah,
lucrative.
and I guess it's either on one of those last
be
two
the-
ones, like
Yeah,
Well, would
like
it not
maybe the
be-
lucrative one.
I'm gonna say, would it not? Yeah, this middle one. Can't sell them on the black market too.
But there's the next one that's isn't exactly lucrative.
I
anymore.
guess maybe. Okay.
But it's like
the judges. Objection!
oh, it was.
Yes.
There we go. Well done.
Got
Seth.
him.
Well done, both of you. What? God damn it, game. God damn it, game. I hate it when
oh,
it
is
does
it
that.
auto doing.
It
Yeah.
did. It auto advanced the text. God, I hate that. Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would. How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous. The second they found out I was a cop, wait, oh no. The second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my keister goodbye. Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this?
That article. That's about the Chief Justices.
A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon, but so can a cure. And not a cure for just any disease. A cure. God, this frickin' name. A cure for incuritis.
Are you taking the mickey? Incuritis? I've heard of that somewhere.
It's a disease that obviously
it
can't be
sounds
cured.
a bit like bullcrap.
Isn't incuritis on the headline for that newspaper?
Yeah,
think I've heard it
is.
somewhere
It
before.
is. Incuritis syndrome, first case in country.
Yeah, Judge! Hey!
Look, Taylor, he's
Look, I haven't got my reading glasses.
as to just direct you to Sarah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. He's not wearing his reading glasses. He can't see what it says. Yeah, you went to visit a victim of the disease this morning.
Aha! Why, that's the disease the Chief Justice's son
Oh,
has.
thank God.
You aren't saying
I am. Our witness is a detective. He would have contact with the Chief Justice.
You are saying the Chief Justice would never deal in contraband?
Not even to save his own son's life?
But even if the deal went through, why, it'd be an international scandal.
Not if nobody knew about it. That's Detective Crescen's insurance. If word ever got out, the one with his neck on the line would be the Chief Justice.
Detective Crescend, is this true?
First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler. How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway?
Distasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice...
Chief Justice.
The Chief Justice.
If the
Cheese Justice!
No, it's the Cheese Justice.
Distasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice were the buyer... Shut up! Giggling, I can hear you.
I can't get Cheese Justice out there now.
Look, you mentioned Swiss cheese earlier, so it makes sense.
Swiss cheese.
I, as seller, couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller.
Hey, whoa, what do you mean cowardly? Don't let Sleeves over there trick you. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice? Where's your proof? Well, there goes my theme song. Oh, yeah, and you're forgetting one other important thing. Do tell. Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Borginian Customs barely sleeps. They're so worried about Cocoon's getting out.
So we were informed.
Yeah.
Let's continue with the cross-examination.
Damn! Borginian. Oh, I see. Right, guess everyone gets checked. Ooh, do we have some evidence to say that someone did not get checked? Oh, a gift from Lamiroir.
Yeah.
No, because that one was vacuum packed, right? It was like
Yeah, it was. He had it shipped over.
vacuum sealed, as it were, and shipped over. Special.
Yeah, but I mean...
Would you have thought like the newspaper, like, no. Just wondering if they would have allowed that through, but I don't know.
Do you actually?
I think
wait.
they lit the guitar on fire to get the egg or the cocoon out of it. My thing.
No. I think it's no. I think the cocoons were shipped in it, and then he wanted to burn the guitar to get rid of the evidence.
Oh, yeah, that would
Burn
make
the
sense.
evidence.
Maybe.
I bet it might be, you know.
And and Gavin had it, vacuum packed, sealed, and sent over. as you say.
Yeah.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Wrong
you
button.
could say.
Let's hang on. Present. Objection!
Oh, nice one, Pete.
Booyah! We're on a roll.
I have a brain in there somewhere.
Woo, yeah, boy.
Actually, there is one way.
I'm just imagining there's like the brain cell in Pete's head who just like pushes up his glasses. He's like, yay!
Aw.
Yeah, actually, I do have a brain in here somewhere.
And he's
So
Brooklyn.
Anyway, he's a Brooklyn brain. It's because his
Brooklyn
name's
brain.
Monosuke.
Anyway.
What?
It's all right. I just, for some reason, just in that moment, I just forgot how to do his voice.
Hello?
I just full on blank. Like, wait, how do I need to do his? What the hell?
just dial up tone.
Who's this again?
One way to get something out of the country, no checks. Oh, one way to get something out of the country, no checks.
You
What
put
is
it
it?
on the ambassador for Japan. Oh wait, no, that's a different thing.
In a big travel case, yeah, no one will look there. Or a big fish. You can ship it in a big fish.
I still love the big fish, Andy.
Absolutely.
If you haven't seen our Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve playthrough, you should go check that out.
You
Then you'll
should.
know what we mean.
You will.
What is it?
You become a prosecutor? What? One way to get things out of the country, no checks. What? Oh, okay, right. I'm now okay. It's all right. The penny's
The penny
dropped.
has dropped.
God's sake, you become a prosecutor.
You mean the pence, surely?
Prosecutor?
No, it's actually the penny, sir.
I don't believe it.
Believe it, Prosecutor Gavin. What was it that you told me yesterday at your office?
It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamiroir.
How did it end up here?
I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar is from Borginia?
That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lamiroir's studio.
Huh. Wait a
Yeah.
minute. But that kind of implicates her. Uh-oh.
I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched.
Well, shoot.
Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? I nearly said Professor. Did I get that right, Professor Gavin? Untouched? Unburnt? Unbroken?
Unsullied.
Unsullied?
Unsullied.
Mother of dragons.
Well, that would be Lamiroir.
Quite. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum packed in Borginian. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert.
Are you saying the guitar was...
With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle a cocoon out of Borginia.
What?
Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin, that guitar had some work done on it recently, right?
Work?
Good memory, Hair Forehead.
Unlike the person playing the game here, I remember Jack Shizzle.
Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front.
Oh, here we're coming
I
on to the...
remember. We were talking about Mr. Stinky Prince's fetish for
And how it's...
guitar loving.
And how it's not a willy hole, everybody. It's a sound hole.
It is called the sound hole.
And then Taylor couldn't believe it was called the sound hole and looked it up and was like, oh, it is called the sound hole. How weird.
Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole.
That's what she said.
A broken device of some sort.
A broken device?
The self-destruct system, yes.
Yes, this, in fact. I can't even remember if I'm doing Gavin's voice right at this point.
An igniter?
Exactly. Consider this, if you will. What if that igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar?
You
Singing.
mean
He means this, of course.
There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country. They could use picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to... God damn it, game. And who better to do it than someone with access, like a member of the band?
Yeah, what you?
Order!
Raggy.
Order! So the igniter?
Was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems.
It was a safety precaution.
A precaution?
Ah, Hair Forehead. At last, it all comes together.
Every strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? Maestro, the gentle sounds of Lamiroir's ballad, if you please. God frickin' damn it, game.
Oh, not again.
First, my keys were stolen. A harmless misdemeanor. Which forced me to break the lock on my guitar case.
The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar.
I see.
But things didn't go so well. The smuggler wasn't counting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler.
What's that?
Mr. Latouche.
Mr. Latouche, an undercover agent, was onto something.
And his hand cannon.
He would have known about the guitar. He'd only have to check the shipping records. So, Mr. Latouche tried to examine the guitar himself.
If the Cocoon were confiscated then, the gig, so to speak, would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot. It's over. Press the switch. Now! The guitar burst into flames, and the Cocoon was lost. And then, bang, Mr. Latouche died.
With Lamiroir there to witness it.
There's your case.
Damn.
Brilliant, man!
Detective Crescendo.
I gotta know, you make all that up on the fly?
For a made-up story, it makes a great deal of sense, Daryan.
Republic of Borginia? Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there.
True, you haven't.
Ha! Let's see you make up a story for that, kid. How'd I hide the Cocoon in the first place, huh? In his head? It's not so hard to imagine. You had help. A Borginian accomplice. That's all.
Oh, which is why he took away Machi.
That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lamiroir heard proves it. It's over. Press the switch now. You made this transmission from backstage.
Well, your co-conspirator was on stage.
And that's why it was in the piano then.
But who was it?
This is it. The coup de grace. And for once, I know what that means. I mean, what I'm doing. There's only one person who could have helped him. Is that going to be Machi?
Yeah.
Machi.
Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say then. But be warned. With a great accusation comes great responsibility.
Yeah, all right, Uncle Ben. It's not all about the money,
Spider-Man.
It's about the Mets, baby.
It's about the Mets, baby.
Make up your answer on the fly, as it were, and you'll be harshly penalized.
Harshly penal.
Are you ready, Mr. Justice?
I think so.
Who was the smuggler's accomplice?
It was
Kingpin
Machi.
and the Spider-Verse is the biggest unit to ever unit in all of unitdom.
I don't think it was Valen.
No.
It's
It was.
Machi, 'cause
It has to
Borginian.
have been
Unless it's
Machi.
No, it's a Borginian person. In the piano. You literally just
No, I
said
know,
it.
but now I'm doubting it.
Take that! There's only one person who meets all the requirements of the accomplice, and that person is the defendant, Machi Tobaye.
No, it's all right. My brain, the gremlins were like, "You're wrong."
The anxiety
even though it's
gremlin.
like, "Yes, you said it a minute ago."
But, Mr. Justice, he's your client.
Defense attorney accusing his client? That's a new one. I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I. But I'm here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Latouche. And I stand by my statement earlier that he is innocent of that particular crime.
Indeed.
What a shame! He's still going to be sentenced to death, but you know.
Well, if they send him back, yeah.
But my moral compass is still okay. I did my part.
Indeed, the defendant is Borginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice. But what if it was, in fact, Lamiroir?
She can't speak. Can she speak? She can speak, Virginia. What am I doing?
yeah.
It couldn't have been.
She literally translated for us.
Look, Taylor, I forgot for a minute. It took me a sec. My brain has to like fire up like an
She's
old
not
engine.
native.
I had to hand crank my engine. All right, could you? My brain engine.
Well,
She's not native Borginian, but also it'd be a bit difficult for her because she can't see either,
Yeah.
so it'd be a bit difficult.
Well,
press
you
the switch. Where is it? Oh
Yeah.
no, I've dropped it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, you seem sure of yourself.
The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor.
Oh no, he's about to sound like a conspiracy.
Electronic signals?
If I wear this tinfoil hat, they can't get into. They can't. God damn it! I did the can't again. If I wear this tinfoil hat, they can't get into my brain, Your Honor. Recall that this remote only works up to a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless.
Yes, that's true.
Now, think back to the testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, Lamiroir was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. This is the area that the remote could reach from the air vent.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you know? Oh, the piano's there.
Well, looking at this, it seems that Lamiroir still could have done the deed.
Done the deed. No! No. When the shooter made that transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar serenade. Are we gonna hear it again? No. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutor Gavin and Lamiroir standing. Oh, and the Lamiroir standing were in the air. They were on a tower, which happens to be 15 feet tall.
Yeah. Pushing him out of range.
In other words, although it did just say her standing was up there, not Lamiroir herself.
I suppose, yeah.
Well, yeah, but that would mean that she was that she was under the stage, so she was too far away to trigger the switch if she was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If they were 15 feet up in the air,
Oh, right.
because
Yeah.
she's only within range if they're on the stage, as opposed to elevated.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll guess. The remote couldn't have worked from Lamiroir's position in the air vent. Okay. I also realized that it's very slight. If she was just a little bit further back, it would have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Detective Crescend, what do you say to that? Your Honor,
Yes, Detective?
could we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns? Just one more time.
I don't see why not.
What? Don't tell me he has a way out of this. It's gonna be like,
There is
when-
a silhouette there on the bottom.
Yeah. Well, he just says, yeah, it's Daryan, isn't it? Daryan tells the person to press the button. There it is. It wraps itself around
And
me.
there's the light.
Yeah. Too bad. So sad. Punk. Punk.
First you was sleeves, then kid, now punk. You're losing rank fast, Apollo.
Jeez, Trucy, thanks for the vote of confidence.
I'm just saying it as it is.
Yeah.
What exactly are we supposed to see in this video? Or were we supposed to see?
The problem isn't in what we see. Correct, Darren? Is it that one shot where it's like his guitar isn't glowing when he turns? Oh. never mind.
Right. It's what you hear. We are musicians, after all. Care to explain for us non-musicians? Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn. Okay, let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying I ordered the wee pianist to set off that igniter. That right? Yes? Well, in order to do that, he'd have to press the switch. Am I right? Okay. Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano. Piano? Oh. It's missing keys.
Oh, it's the duff switch, isn't there? There was a duff key.
It's it didn't do it at the end. It did it like earlier on as they were kind of going up. It sort of went like dut, 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 dut.
What seems to be the problem here? Piano sounded just fine.
We're gonna have to use the mixer. And that's the problem, man. Oh, wait. You still don't get it?
He's going to say that if there was no missed note, then how would he have done it? But we found it inside of the piano.
Yeah.
So presumably it will have been set up so that the key or the hammer thing inside of the piano will have hit the switch.
Yeah. Yeah. How's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? You've got Miss Diva, the guitar. You've got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with her hands free was the Diva.
Lamiroir.
But according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Grr. Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out if they couldn't even press a switch.
You son of a gun.
I'm gonna get you, Gavin. No, Gavin. I'm gonna get you, Daryan. You can hear it. It's supposed to go do 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 do, but it doesn't. It just goes dun dun dun. The piano plays non-stop.
Does it?
He couldn't have pressed that switch.
Well, Mr. Justice, piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire.
But, well, it's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes.
Apollo, are you wrong?
I can't be wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just...
Strange.
What's strange?
No, it's just something's odd about the performance there.
Yeah, Clavier
No,
noticed.
yeah,
I'm not crazy.
He's got your back.
Odd?
Mr. Justice, if Machi Tobae didn't press that switch, then he could not be the accomplice you claim he is.
And that's cool, because if it's in the piano, then Machi probably didn't even know it was happening, and so he still gets off. He gets off on the whole thing, and everything's
Yeah.
fine. It's all about Daryan. But everything points to it. Every fact says he. What the hell? Every fact says he's the accomplice. You've got the facts wrong, man. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire, but the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes.
Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. Was the defendant Machi Tobae the accomplice?
Let's do a little safety save. No,
Yeah.
no, he wasn't.
What?
No, because it was the piano.
Your answer will reflect on everything you said here. Give it some thought.
But why would Daryan say the thing in the first place then?
Could you remind me of the thing?
It's over. Press the switch now. Why would he say it?
No,
if he
I
didn't-
think Machi was the accomplice, especially because Daryan tried to keep us from talking to him. He was going to confess something. I think it's just it was in the piano, and so he hit the note. He hit the brown note.
The brown note. Okay, fine.
Apollo, if Machi's not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined.
I know that.
Ruined.
It has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler doing his snuggle. He had to have pressed the switch.
Well, you better find a way to prove it.
Yeah, thanks, genius.
I'm not the defense attorney here.
What do I do? What do I do?
What do I do? What do I do?
There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd.
Something odd.
Something odd.
Wait a second. Why did I hear that in Gavin's voice?
What? You thought of something?
What was Gavin saying just now? Don't.
I said it was
It's
something
not.
odd.
Oh my god!
Strange.
Really?
He just said it. What's strange? I'm getting a sense of deja
No,
vu.
it's just something's odd about the performance there.
I
I don't know why you needed a flashback for that one, Hair
It's
Forehead,
almost
but
like
you know.
It's almost like he said it less than 5 minutes ago. But it's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. What exactly did he hear that was odd?
Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice?
Jesus, this safety save, I didn't realize how far back it were going to be.
May I remind you that everything rests on this?
Yes, yes.
We flippin' know!
Can you prove Machi Tabae pressed that switch? Let's hear your final answer. Can you prove that Machi Tabae pressed that switch?
I'm sorry, Judge. I didn't quite catch that last part. Could you say it again, please?
Shut up.
I can prove it.
I don't know if you can call this proof, per se.
All right, he's guilty. Throw him away.
But I can prove it was possible.
Then, as prosecutor, it falls to me to ask you to show us the evidence supporting this. Herr Forehead, you're sure about this?
Ha! Accepted. There's no evidence, man.
Let's see your evidence, Mr. Justice.
Oh, it's got the science music.
On what do you base your claim that the defendant pressed that switch?
Mixing
that!
bold.
The basis for my claim is music, Your Honor.
Music? What about music?
Let's listen to the piano part around the time the switch was to be pressed. Right before the guitar burst into flame.
You should hear a nice crunchy sound.
Yeah. It wasn't doing the. It didn't do the arpeggio like the do 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 do. Like it just kind of went like do do
Yeah.
do do do.
I hear a
I
piano
don't even know
being
what an
played.
arpeggio is.
It's where notes go like do 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 do.
Yeah.
But they, you know, you do it a lot.
I hear a piano being played.
But doesn't it sound kind of simple?
Simple?
Simple. Oh no,
Ah.
the judge is dying. Judge, do you need some
Maybe I've
water?
got incuritis.
Oh no! Please, no!
I think I know what he's suggesting. You think Machi could have played that part with one hand?
On hand?
No.
No, Gavin?
He only needed one hand to press that switch. He could play the piano with the other. What? You're some kind of piano savant? Actually, no. Then what do you know? You can't play a part like that with one hand. Dude, did you hear it?
Remember, Trucy pressed the key, Apollo.
Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about here.
Wait, I know.
Oh, sorry.
Wait. that did seem like the sort of thing Trucy would say.
Yeah.
I need to take a sip of water. Jesus.
Uh-oh. Apollo's not
I
feeling
am
too
losing it, pal. It's going.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I know. Hey, Trucy.
good. Yeah? You got something?
Mr. Wright, your father. He's a pianist. Could he...
Oh, Daddy? He couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands.
Well, that's not very flattering. So sorry. So sad for you. Oh my god, he's like, oh, so sorry. So sad for you. Yeah. No, not really. Huh? That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always the hard way.
Uh-oh.
Man, how are you gonna prove whether he played it with one hand or 2? You can't. I admit it'll be rather. I'm doing it again. Oh no, the voice is actually going.
Oh, no.
It's like I'm starting to go. I admit it'll be rather difficult to prove. It'll be rather difficult to prove. But
There
it's
you go.
highly likely he was playing with one hand.
Apollo, I think
Pete's
you need
gonna-
to lay off the voice training a little bit.
Pete's gonna join the work call, the work Slack on Mondays and be like, "Hello, everyone! Oh,
Good morning, everyone.
Or rise and shine, Ursine,
Rise
surely.
and shine, everybody. Welcome to the work call. How do you know that? The clue. The clue is what Prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I'll bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song. No way.
Well, it seems we've come to the moment of truth at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand.
For God's sake.
Right before the guitar burst into flame.
Okay. Machi was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught fire. And one section of the song proves it.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
It's 4, wasn't it?
I think it was number 4, yes. I believe it's the second part. Play. Huh.
There, yeah.
I can't.
Right. Listen to it. Right, so just to be clear, so when you play, it's fairly simple, but when you do chords, you would usually use like one hand, like your left hand, to do a chord, which would be like several notes at once.
Yeah.
A chord, which I appreciate isn't very helpful, sorry. But then like the melody you would do with the right hand, and that'll be like the do 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 sort of stuff.
Yeah,
and you'd usually play the two together.
Yeah.
Listen to what happens on the tail end of that, like the end of that sort of section. This is a chord. The melody,
just that one dang.
The melody stops on the back end, on the tail
does.
end of that.
Okay,
it's just the one hand, just the chord note.
Yeah.
But it's not playing the melody with the other hand.
Mm-hmm.
Take that! Judge.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, it's because I was making a note of the objection. Sorry,
He forgot to put his hearing aid in.
Sorry, let me turn it up a bit. What's the section? That's the section? I'm afraid I don't hear it.
No, he really did put his hearing aid in.
What's your opinion as an artist, Prosecutor Gavin?
It's a beautiful song, and the lyrics are outstanding.
Yes,
I would
but
know. I wrote them myself.
I mean, I'll take that to mean there wasn't a problem with this section at all.
Wait, so what was the odd thing that Gavin heard?
Well, he didn't say the piano, did he?
The switch was pressed in the first half of the second verse, right? I know. I just need to find a place to compare to that. Oh, did I just... Your Honor! If you'll give me one more chance, I think I can find it.
I suppose we don't have a choice. Very well. You claim the defendant was playing with one hand when the switch was pressed. Show us the part that proves it.
Was it the thing where you might have selected the wrong channel the last time?
He was.
I made sure. He was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught fire in the one section. So did he say to play a different section to prove it? Okay, hang on. Let's turn the others down a bit, not all the way. Whoops. Go to like here. So the second verse.
Is the guitar something wrong with the guitar as well?
Hang on. Shh. No, so... Is it that little bit at the end there? It does this... Is it like a mistake? That sounds like a mistake. That note stands out. Do you know what I mean? Like the bird. Take that!
That's a section. I'm afraid I don't hear it.
What's
What's
your
your opinion as an
opinion?
artist?
It's beautiful.
Take that to mean there isn't. Wait, so what was the odd thing that you heard?
The switch was at the first half of the second verse, right?
I need to find a place.
So no, then it is on the third, because like the first two are the first verse.
Do we need to? Does it need to have the guitar track to coincide with it messing up? with
Maybe.
each other.
Maybe, I guess. I don't think Lamiroir's got the.
No, so Lamiroir's bits come into like. So we know she misses.
I'm so confused because you.
Oh wait, hold on.
What?
Play that last one again.
Is that what is? Hang on. Is that what it's saying? To compare the last section and the second section.
I guess so, to compare the melody.
Yeah, it's comparing like so. We're saying that he played one-handed at one point, so it's like seeing a part that's the same.
Right.
The same melody
oh.
that doesn't sound
Bloody
rubbish,
hell.
I guess. Hang on. But that's not the bit, is it? It's... Or is it? Hang on.
You know what we might have to do actually is pull up the video, because we'll need to hear the melody when we see.
I can't come out of this.
Oh.
And the third one isn't that same bit, is it? Okay, right.
Actually, no, it should be. It should be.
Those two are the same.
Yeah.
Are the same bit, and this one shows how it should sound. So, take that, Prosecutor Gavin. I'm sure you've realized by now. So what we were doing is we were doing it the opposite way around. We were showing the bit where the problem was, and not where the problem wasn't to then make the comparison.
To compare it.
I'm sure you've realized it by now. Just what it
right,
was.
So if there's a hole in your fence, right, you can't say, well, here's the hole in my fence. You have to point to the part of your fence that is intact to prove that the fence shouldn't be that way.
This is what the fence should look like. And then notice here, this is what it looks like here, which is not the same as that. Just what it was that sounded odd to you.
As I'm sure you've realized it yourself, Hair Forehead. Third time's the charm, am I right?
Realized what?
I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to the parting question again, shall we?
Could we not?
Pay particular attention to the but a fleeting melody phrase.
Pleasure, but a fleeting melody.
Which is the bit that I originally pointed out the first time. Man! How many times do we have to listen to the same thing?
I mean, fair point, Daryan.
I'm with you there, Daryan.
You're right. Enough of that. Let's listen to another section, shall we?
if we must.
Another section?
The guitar burst into flame at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to "Oh, that night in your embrace."
Sugar, sugar.
Sugar.
Oh, that night in your embrace.
Ah! Play verse 2 again.
No.
No, Judge, no!
Oh, God.
Ah!
It's connecting the dots.
Yeah.
There! Did you hear that?
They feel the same, true. But they're clearly very different.
What? Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple, but the same phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes. You'd have to use 2 hands to play that for sure.
Ah!
What's that prove? I would think you know that by now. This is why I hate dealing with amateurs. Amateurs? Amateurs?
Amateurs.
I know how to say it. I don't know why it came out as amateurs. This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man. So, the 2 verses had different arrangements. Happens all the time.
Oh.
Not this time, Daryan. There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't the point. I had him play specifically so that the piano would stay in the background.
Oh!
That was what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different? I asked myself. I said, Gavin, why would this sound different? I don't know, you handsome man. I have no idea why it would sound different.
Anyway, just steering well away from that. Now ask yourselves why Machi changed how he played. And there's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press the switch. Unork.
Order!
These are not
Order!
noises that human people make.
Order!
What's
I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin,
Shu Takumi, who in your life has said Unork? I want to know.
That did kind of sound like the sort of noise that you'd hear from a guy crying out in pain in an anime, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, that's not crying out in pain. That's a battle cry. That's the rush down from Jotaro. You're going to get the pitchfork sharpened.
Your mum's a rush down from JoJo.
That's very rude. She's a nice lady. She's a lovely lady.
She is a lovely lady. It's true. I've met her.
Yes, quite. Though, personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment.
I also wanted to point out that what you were saying about JoJo may be true, but I was actually just saying Oreo.
Don't worry, I've asked Editing Pete to give you a point of reference.
Oreo.
Oreo.
What? No comeback? I can't believe it. I finally did it. I shut him up. I wouldn't be so sure about that, man.
very well. Barring an objection from the prosecution,
And us running out of time before the episode ends.
I will now state the court's opinion on this matter.
A good show, Sleeves. No, great show.
Ah, yes. The breakdown, which is absolutely not something that a villain does.
Nah.
It's not over.
I don't like you when he looks so happy. You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing.
Personally, I'm terribly disappointed.
In you,
Did
Daryan.
you, Daryan, please?
In
No!
you, hair forehead.
Oh my
what have
god,
we-
it's still going. What?
Huh? Me?
Yes, don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts all check out. But, even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence.
What? Yeah, but the facts. X! Anyone can see it was him!
Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law.
Oh my god!
I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it.
But...
1,000 facts might point towards the same conclusion. But without decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system.
I don't believe it!
It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present.
Oh, I think if he did, we would have already seen it a long ways back.
It is unfortunate, but at present this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation.
What? What? The truth is staring us all right in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals?
Apollo, remember what Daddy said?
Oh, about needing
Use the Force, Apollo.
needing to cheat.
It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system.
So, what do I do?
Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods.
Gah.
Every man has an igniter inside him.
Is
Find Daryan Krishen's igniter and set it off.
It doesn't literally mean press the switch, does it?
Oh, maybe.
Like, literally.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, I think he does mean literally.
I wonder what he meant by every man's igniter.
But, like, we're gonna need a prompt to do it? Like, what's gonna...
I think he just meant a weak spot, no? The kind of thing that a single spark could turn into what? Okay, let's do it.
This is.
I get it's kind of weird that it's, like, unprompted like this. This can't be...
His switch triggers an igniter.
Too bad. I was hoping for a bomb that would blow up the whole Coliseum.
You're scaring me. If Emma hears you talking like that, she'll arrest you.
And then she'll do all sorts of scientific tests.
Oh, maybe you.
Yeah,
you
I think
want
because
that?
yeah, because like if it makes the igniter go off, then it's the same one that was pressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like splitting your hairdo into 3 separate spikes. While she stands by, laughing and laughing in her high-pitched voice.
I said she'd arrest you, not me. And she's not some kind of mad scientist.
I think what's going to actually happen is they're going to say, do I have any evidence that can trigger Daryan's
Yeah,
igniter?
I-
And then you're going to...
Yeah.
Did you just hear someone laughing?
Okay. Imagine how cool it would have been, though, if you'd have done that and then it just suddenly, like, acknowledged it. and,
Yeah,
like,
that would be
whoa,
cool. That
like,
would be
just
cool.
Bend the rules. That'd have been some, like, Undertale-esque stuff there.
I won't be able to press him further by conventional means. Got to find a weak spot in this guy. Something fatal.
So, can I get back to work now or what? It may look like I got a lot of time on my hands. I have. But I've got stuff to do. I got no more time to play pretend with this deadweight attorney.
Well, Mr. Justice,
Do you have something? Yes, I have
Come on,
something.
please.
we've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go.
Every man has an igniter. Huh? Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin?
I nearly said professor again.
Ah, yes, good guitars are kept dry is why. That provides the best sound.
Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. It was there from the very beginning.
What?
Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, he'll be out of your hands for good.
Sarah frantically looking at the timer like going,
I know, and
"Oh,
I
no!"
don't want to because I feel like it's near the end.
It is near the end, surely.
Yeah.
We've got to set him on fire.
Yeah.
Go for it, Apollo!
What? And this igniter's supposed to come burn me up? That's almost poetic there, Mr. Attorney.
All the better. I'm rather fond of poetry. And I intend to hear this one through to the very end.
What side are you on, man?
Hair Forehead. You are accusing this man, Daryan Crescend, of 2 crimes. The murder of Mr. Latouche and the smuggling of a Borginian cocoon.
And the second one is the one we'll be able to prove, I suspect, right?
This is your last chance to prove your case.
And by proving the second one, it then
Yeah.
will prove the first, I suppose.
This trial has already run on far too long.
You can say that again,
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Justice, this will be my last warning.
Oh, crap.
The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud,
Wow, they're really trying to ram it home.
Yep.
Well,
it's the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Daryan Crescend.
Okay. This is really my last chance.
We know!
The key that will take apart Daryan Crescend's plan is...
Present evidence.
I didn't expect it to suggest a witness.
No, neither did I.
That's now made me go a bit like, I don't know. Oh, God.
I mean, I suppose unless Machi could say what he's... Actually, because Machi...
We won't talk.
Well,
What?
because Machi would be able to say, hey, yeah, I was helping him.
Yeah, but it depends if
I
he's
suppose
going to tell us, though.
Yeah.
The defense is prepared to show the court evidence. Ha! Be my guest!
We all are our guests, Mr. Justice.
Oh, I guess.
Show us evidence supporting your accusations against Daryan Crescend.
Please be the igniter.
Please be this.
Take that!
This is your igniter.
So, exactly how am I supposed to react to that? He's not flustered at all. I picked a dud?
I'm afraid your poetic tale ended up to be mere fantasy.
But we don't have it.
Has it got to be frickin' Machi then?
Maybe.
Wait, what was the...
Although,
Unless it's literally the igniter.
yeah, maybe.
But-
All right, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try that.
Oh, gold.
Oh, this game. Present evidence. The defense is prepared to show evidence. Be our guests. The evidence supporting your accusations. Take that! Huh?
This is your igniter? Huh? No.
Oh, maybe it is Machi then?
Maybe. Or is it the... There's also the firecracker. We ain't done out with the firecracker. Imagine if I accidentally saved over it. I keep having
Don't
this
do
I
that.
keep having this morbid thought of accidentally clicking save instead of load and go, no!
I suppose it could be that.
Take that! This is your... Okay.
God's
it's not.
sake.
Okay, all right. Machi it is. No!
No!
Jesus Christ.
Hang on, wait.
Have you?
No. Wait. Right, hang on. Why is the select... Right, load as select this game to resume. Woo. Call the witness.
Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence. Huh? So what is? It is true that I couldn't show decisive evidence, but perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else.
You mean a witness?
Oh, you catch on quick. Proving his guilt is a tall order, but I've got just the person to do it.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Who is this person who can prove Daryan Crescend's guilt?
So we're going to say it's Machi, yeah?
I guess so.
Blind
guess
and,
so.
not blind and not in...
Take that! The one person who can prove Daryan Crescend's guilt is the defendant, Machi Tobaye. Machi Tobaye.
Well, I'm sorry, Taylor. I didn't mean to shoot you down. I just thought he'd be like, no, I'm not going to talk anymore. It's like...
No,
Your client? Again?
Poor blimey, this is getting a bit...
Machi Tobaye was an accomplice to the Cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Daryan Kashen could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle that cocoon is the real criminal in this case.
How so?
It would require just one of the very cocoons Mr. Latouche was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Borginia, we could burn a cocoon. The burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue. A residue which I am really surprised, but I mean, that makes sense. A residue we would no doubt also find inside the burnt-out guitar.
Of course, yeah.
Aha! Very scientific of you.
I'm going to be honest, this is not the angle I expected.
Emma would be very proud.
Thus, if Machi Tabaye acknowledges his agreement with Daryan Crescend concerning the attempted smuggling of a Borginian cocoon, the case is solved.
I'm not sure what Machi confessing has to do with the residue. If I'm being honest, those seem like two unrelated statements, but yeah.
Daryan's laughing again?
Your unrelenting passion is remarkable. You really want to get me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to. I've already killed somebody has already... Machi's dead. Why not? The little key tickler won't acknowledge anything. Especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling, because it'll kill him.
Yeah,
the government will kill him.
What's this all about?
Taking a cocoon out of the country means death. By Borginian law.
You know, I know we said that we thought this was going to end, but I don't know, guys.
I think... Yeah.
Yeah, see?
But do you see?
If our pianist really was a snuggler... Snuggle. If our pianist really was a smuggler, then testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not talking. But you're wrong, Detective Crescend. What? It's the other way around. If Machi doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble. Huh? How? Look, if Machi admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Borginia.
And they'll likely broadcast our dealings in court today. Including the part about the Borginian cocoon.
Yeah, but... But if Machi doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Borginian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not gonna find him guilty of murder here. Not now. Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me. Maybe the law doesn't allow it. But who is going to think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Machi Tabaye. The cocoon smuggling, your entire plan? Machi Tabaye knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him. And that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling. Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace. A hidden mansion? Real nice. You want a house made out of cookies? Or no, a house made out of pianos? I've gone total loco, man. Come on. Here it comes. Please! Don't!
Oh my god.
No talk.
Oh, I thought it'd be tight.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, baby.
Got him.
Daryan, I consider that my last session with you. We rocked.
Well, I
Damn.
did.
I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession.
Uh-oh, he's laughing again.
There's a kind of sick desperation in it now, though.
Neo San Francisco deserves a new class of rocker. And I'm gonna give it to him.
Well, have you been listening to today's trial?
No.
Yes.
And you'll talk. You'll tell this court everything.
I didn't want it to turn out this way. But I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime.
Standing here, I realize it has to be this way.
Today's trial was all for your benefit, you know? I see no reason why you should hesitate now.
I knew. From beginning, I knew.
Machi.
Situation I cannot explain. But money, I need it. Very much money.
Today's trial raised a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definite in a court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule. However,
It has become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard.
should another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system by which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Machi Tobaye,
Boot to the head.
Yes.
I promise you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. And with regards to the current charges for the murder of Mr. Latouche, this court is prepared to announce a verdict.
You just may never be able to go home to Borginian again, that's all. Sorry about that.
Oh.
Whoa, he has
Oh,
eyes.
wow.
Jesus.
I thank you. I only lie. But you see truth. You find truth.
That's our job. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Machi Tobaye,
Guilty.
Goodbye.
not guilty.
Yay.
We did it.
We did it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Court is adjourned.
All right.
Partner.
Partner, keep on
Partner.
rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
I wonder what'll happen to Machi.
Well,
Death penalty!
he did.
God.
He did smuggle a cocoon out of Borginia. I guess there'll be another trial here.
Is that gonna be? Is that,
All's well that ends well.
that feels like that's gonna be. Yeah, I
Oh,
thought
Nick.
so.
All's well that ends well.
Daddy?
I owe you both my thanks.
Oh, Lamiroir?
Is something wrong?
Did you? Did you come here all by yourself? I hope somebody guided you. I'm sorry. Machi was your partner on stage. Your friend.
Yes. I thought of him as my own son. Even now I do. Yet,
I am very disappointed in you.
something got a hold of him. Something evil. I see that.
He found.
I'm sure it's not going to come up later as some kind of overarching plot.
Something evil got hold of. He found the darkness and was unable to reach the light.
Oh my god, no. No. And he must pay for what he has done. Is that not how it should be?
I'm still sorry.
Do not be sorry. You have given me courage.
Courage?
Courage to face the darkness.
I am considering an eye operation.
Huh.
It was my suggestion, actually.
You mean you'll be able to see again?
It's funny. I have always been afraid of the light. Shh. Shut up!
Hey, Pete.
Shut up!
Hey, Pete.
No!
Pete,
No!
do you think the light will defeat the darkness?
I think the darkness would defeat the light.
God, I hate you. Light seems so... You shut up. I heard that. Light seems so harsh. So unforgiving.
So I spent so much time in the darkness. I don't think I can ever come back to the light. Darkness is a part of my heart now.
But you have
Kingdom
to.
Hearts.
You have to see the light. You can't live in the darkness forever. You can't see in the dark.
I don't know.
I want to live in the darkness forever if this continues.
Oh no, not forever.
Court. Okay, now who is? Yes.
Oh no.
I believe it's just a cut and paste. I did an insertion simulator after all.
Oh no.
Just gonna cut the top of the head off, take the brain out, swap it with this defibrillator,
Oh,
put a
God.
toaster in there, and done.
Oh Jesus.
According to the doctor, Lamiroir lost her sight due to some kind of accident.
An accident?
As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I feared that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth that I have been running from.
Oh no.
I was scared.
You know what changed her mind? Hearing your defense in there today. She could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth.
If the light returns to my eyes, I think I would take up painting.
Painting?
That's right. She's the landscape painter in sound, after all.
I will paint the two of you. I promise.
There's just like two stick figures holding hands.
Oh, that's so mean, but also funny.
And then she's like, "Do you like it?" And Apollo's like, "Ah, it's great!"
I'll hang it on my fridge.
Woohoo! I can't wait, Lamiroir.
I owe you my thanks too, Apollo.
Thanks, Mr. Wright? But for what?
You reminded me I need to hurry things along.
And that episodes don't have
On
episodes don't have to be restricted to 1 hour in length.
On my secret mission, that is. Well, there you go. You know, the people who said, "Oh, they leave it at cliffhangers too often." Well, we didn't this time.
So eat it.
I was nice.
Your secret mission.
Apollo, Trucy, I hope that we will meet again someday soon.
You bet. Me too.
Yeah, actually, can I also get your autograph while you're here, please?
And so, like a ballad, the trial? Like a
The trail.
trial? Yeah. And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on and on until it came
And on.
and on
And on.
and
And
on
and on and on.
and on and on
Like this episode.
and on until it came to the end. Thanks to the trial, the guitar serenade was a huge hit. The prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now. But there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad,
Have them catch the killer at the end.
yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Da, 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 da.
Well, there we go, guys. You got a extra few minutes out of us.
Few minutes.
Look, it didn't seem right to just end it like that.
Nope.
So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little extra time.
But we're finally past it.
But we're finally done. On to the next one. But
Yeah.
that will be next time. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching. If you do like what we do, then please consider giving us a like, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, you know, all that good stuff. Share with your friends, watch other stuff.
Yeah.
And until next time, we'll see you again.
Catch you in the next one, everybody.
And remember, and in life, as in this case, you must let your happiness flow on and 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 on.